What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Julia, you are my jewels, and today we are talking about acne. I'm gonna reveal the secret as to why you may still have acne right now, and you've tried everything. You wash your face, tons of different skincare products. You frickin' bring a washcloth to school and are washing your face in the middle of class. Like, it is possible to have acne that you are, one, not able to control, and two, there's variables that you're missing that are causing such bad breakouts or even just small breakouts. There's variables that you're missing. So I'm gonna educate you guys today. Again, before we get into this, I am not a dermatologist. I'm not a doctor by any means. I just am sharing my journey with you guys and the tips that I have found and like I've used and the research that I have kind of gathered on my own and then like tried and applied it to myself. And I think based on the following pictures, you will see that I am a credible source, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into this, but make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below, hit the bell notification, get notified every single time that I upload, and if you would like to, give this a thumbs up. I would love that very much. Leave a comment down below, let me know about your acne stories and what you've been through, and if this resonates or if you like any of the tips. All right, let's get going. You need to wash your face twice a day, okay? In the morning, when you wake up, before bed. However, if you sweat during the day, if you work out, if you are outside and you were sweating, whatever may cause you to feel sweaty or to make your skin feels dirty, wash your face. It's important if you have acne right now, do not scrub your face because it's gonna irritate the acne, okay? The acne, and when something's irritated, it becomes more red and more inflamed. So you don't wanna piss it off. Leave the acne alone. She sucks, we hate her, but let's not annoy her because she turns into a fucking see you next Tuesday, okay? She'll go from a bitch to a see you next Tuesday, and we don't wanna fucking deal with that, right? Because it might be Monday and Tuesday may be tomorrow. No, I'm kidding. Here are a few of the ingredients to look for that help with acne. Benzoyl peroxide, it decreases acne bacteria. Retinoids, these you can find, you can get prescription ones too, but you can find them over the counter as well. They unclog pores and reduce excessive oils in your face or in your skin. And then salicylic acid. It eases inflammation and unclogs pores. So all those are very helpful. Another thing that I have found in most recent studies as well is CBD is something that's really great for your skin. This company reached out to me. I decided to try their stuff. I actually really like it. So here, I'll go grab it. Un momento, por favor. This is why I'm single. Hold on. I just grabbed one of their moisturizers, but they have like, they have cleansers, they have hydrating mists, they have face masks, which is what I did my shoot with. And then of course their moisturizer. I got you guys a gift. Oh, I know Christmas is what a mom today. I'm just like, I'm prepared. Can she talk? So in the description box down below, there will be a link and a coupon code so you guys can get a discount at purchase. Again, linked in the description box. The code will be Julia15. Just enter that in at checkout and voila, less inflamed skin. Moisturizers, sunscreens, whatever it is you're putting on your face or it's getting near your face or you're putting it on your hands and you're touching your face, any contact with the face, make sure you're aware of what that product is. I'm like, not to throw shade at any skincare brands, please sponsor me, but I'm like, someone has to keep these lights on. Could that be you, Neutrogena? No. But I was using a skincare product. It was from Sephora and it wasn't the Sephora brand, but it was a like large name brand in Sephora. Someone was like, well, maybe it's your foundation. And I was like, yeah, right. And then I took the foundation off and tried something new and that actually got rid of a lot of the acne. So makeup is a huge thing, okay? And obviously this is pretty common sense too, but like sometimes you just like have a fucking itch or like you just like, I just did it right now, really. You're a really bad role model at this point. Hi, Dude, I'm not okay. Obviously this is common knowledge, but like, do your best to just not touch your face. Like, just keep your hands away from your face. Like, I know you might love your face and you just wanna grab it and like hug it and squeeze it, but like, don't, because that's fucking gross. Don't be gross. Thanks. Anything that you touch, let's say I touch my phone and there's bacteria on this and then I go touch my face, you done fucked up, okay? Makeup brushes, make sure you clean those. And then your phone, again, anything that comes into contact with your face. Your boyfriend's shirt, is he dirty? Don't be touching him if he's dirty, girl. Get you a man who's clean. Yeah. This is scary. Make sure that you research on the products before you try them. And even if you do, everyone's skin's different. So it may affect you and may not affect someone else. So skincare, makeup, and hair care, okay? So anything that's gonna touch your face or get near your skin can affect you and can cause acne. So you have to be aware of that. And diet. A few things. You could be allergic to different types of food and you have no idea, and it could be causing acne on your skin, okay? So it's really important that you know what kind of foods you may have an allergy to. Also, some people don't have the ability to digest specific foods, and there's a specific name for it. I didn't take notes on that, okay? I just know this already. So when you're not able to digest a specific food, it really affects your stomach health, and gut health is huge in relation to skin health, okay? So if you are having a hard time digesting a specific food, it's probably best to just take it out of your diet. And milk. Here's a huge one. So studies show, as many of you probably know, that it increases acne. Skim milk is apparently the worst, and apparently it's because of the hormones from the cows. Makes sense, to be honest with you. Sugar, any types of food. So okay, let me explain this first. So candy, obviously, you know, the typical sugar, candy, ice cream, sugary drinks, Coke. But there's a lot of foods that not many people understand are very processed, and I've learned this from lots of fitness research. Certain carbs, okay? So when in comparison to eating an Ezekiel bread, which is a sprouted grain bread, okay? Very natural. You keep it in the freezer, or I think the fridge even. You keep it in the fridge, not processed at all, right? Opposed to eating Wonder Bread, white bread, okay? The Wonder White, like, how do you think it's that color, okay? And how do you think it tastes that sweet? There's sugar in it, okay? So a lot of carbs, you don't even realize, even natural carbs have sugars, okay? There's different types of sugars and there's different types of carbs, and they play a similar role in regards to the way sugary foods do in your body. So let me give you an example. So there's a reason why bodybuilders eat a lot of sweet potatoes opposed to just white potatoes, okay? And there's a reason why wheat bread, not all of them are good, but some of them are good. Wheat bread is similar to the sweet potato, and the white bread is similar to the white potato, okay? So basically what happens is I could tell you a lot about the weight loss side of them too, to be honest with you. That's what I've done most research on. But basically what happens in the bloodstream is basically they break down extremely fast in the bloodstream, and okay, no, delete all that. Basically the high sugary foods are gonna break down and enter the bloodstream very, very fast, okay? So that's typically known as high glycemic foods, and very fast. So delete all that. So the reason why is because these sugary foods break down very fast and enter the bloodstream very, very fast, okay? So high glycemic foods, right? So they trigger production of insulin, and I did research on this. They trigger production of insulin to lower blood sugar. The hormone cascades after intake and increases the oil production. So, and increases the oil production. Another thing that I noticed while doing research is that a lot of people think that greasy foods, eating them, like eating a ton of greasy food, is really gonna make you have a ton of acne. Apparently, according to studies, that's not the case. It's more so the pollutants in the air. So like, let's say you work at, I don't know, a fast food restaurant and you're over the deep fryer 24/7 and there's those oils getting into your pores, you're gonna get clogged pores. And that is what's gonna do more harm than eating it, something that's deep fried, you know. Of course, grilled chicken is gonna be better for you, but just a little word from the, word to the wise. Also, apparently, high fiber foods are great for the, are great for acne. I have personally not really noticed this, but this is something I found online research-wise. Apparently like oatmeal and stuff like that, really good for the skin. Studies, they said that studies aren't sure why. Actually just take all that out, don't say that, Julia. And then, yeah, so it's important that you're eating whole foods. Like from a fitness standpoint, I could sit here and tell you about it for days, about what you should eat and why and blah, blah, blah. But from a skincare perspective, it's important you eat whole foods that are natural and that aren't triggering your skin or causing inflammation. Again, when you get allergic, when you have an allergic reaction, your tongue swells up, there's inflammation. So what's acne? Inflammation of the skin too, with obviously clogged pores though. So it's gonna cause acne, okay? Diet. A few things. You could be allergic to different types of food and you have no idea, and it could be causing acne on your skin, okay? So it's really important that you know what kind of foods you may have an allergy to. Also, some people don't have the ability to digest specific foods, and there's a specific name for it. I didn't take notes on that, okay? I just know this already. So when you're not able to digest a specific food, it really affects your stomach health, and gut health is huge in relation to skin health, okay? So if you are having a hard time digesting a specific food, it's probably best to just take it out of your diet. But candy, obviously, you know, the typical sugar, candy, ice cream, sugary drinks, Coke. There's a lot of foods that not many people understand are very processed, and I've learned this from lots of fitness research. Certain carbs, okay? So when in comparison to eating an Ezekiel bread, which is a sprouted grain bread, okay? Very natural, you keep it in the freezer, or I think the fridge even. Keep it in the fridge, not processed at all, right? Opposed to eating Wonder Bread, white bread, okay? The Wonder White, like how do you think it's that color, okay? And how do you think it tastes that sweet? There's sugar in it, okay? So a lot of carbs, you don't even realize, even natural carbs have sugars. So the reason why is because these sugary foods break down very fast and enter the bloodstream very, very fast. So high glycemic food trigger production of insulin, and I did research on this. They trigger production of insulin to lower blood sugar. The hormone cascades after intake and increases the oil production. Make sure that your skincare products aren't what's causing the acne. A lot of scented skincare products can really irritate the skin. Okay, stress. Stress. Oh my goodness, this was the main trigger for me. Let me tell you, homegirl got her heart broken and I was stressed. So this is linked to hormones, okay? Because stress affects the body, the mind affects the body physically so much more than you realize. So what stress does in the body is it triggers production of androgens, which causes increase of oil in skin, right? However, when you're stressed and down, you're not gonna get as much sleep. You're probably gonna have anxiety, probably gonna feel depressed, and you know, that could come into correlation with you not really wanting to even go shower, because I mean, honestly, I've been so depressed sometimes that I don't even want to fucking get in the shower. Like, that is something that people go through, you know? So the depression and the stress can cause that. The anxiety, no sleep, not being able to sleep. It's so important that you sleep. If you don't sleep, your body is physically stressed, right? So you may not, I mean, obviously you're gonna be a little psycho, so you're gonna have a little mental stress too, but your body is physically stressed, okay? And so when it's physically stressed, it's the same thing. It's gonna have a negative reaction. Go get yourself in some meditation, do a little bit of yoga, wash your face out, and do what you need to do to help manage your stress. Something that has been huge for me lately is like meditating and having like a routine, knowing what you're gonna do the day before, or the night before, or the week before, whatever it is, having things planned out, keeping your space organized, staying clean, making sure that you pick up after yourself so things don't build up and you have so much shit to clean up after a while. Literally, when you get out of your bed, make it. When you wake up in the morning, listen to a podcast. Listen to, if you're Christian, listen to a Christian podcast. I love doing that. Joel Osteen, woohoo. Transformation Church, we love you too. We love, what's Mike Todd? I'm like, I know I didn't forget his name. He's my favorite. Mike Todd's my freaking favorite. Stuff like that, even whatever it is you believe in. I'm not here to ever shove religion down your throat. I literally, if it makes you happy, I could care less. I love that for you. And just different types of meditations you can literally look up on YouTube. You can look up on the podcast apps. And you can find different meditations to help you even go to sleep, and like have guided meditations to fall asleep, but then also meditations throughout the day. If you start having anxiety, literally a lot of people cope with anxiety and sadness in ways that can become addicting, in ways that are very harmful for the body. Instead of that, find something that you love to do, or even if you have so much anxiety that you can't even get up to go do it. Literally, it takes zero effort to turn on a meditation podcast or a meditation to get yourself out of the anxiety. Like, you have to bring yourself back into present time and feel present and understand what's going on right now and realize that this is just an emotion and it will pass, okay? So stress is huge. Sadness, negative emotions are huge in how they affect your entire body, but also acne. Now let's get into the last thing. This is what is typically gonna cause your cystic acne, okay? So this is the most important, very important. Go to the dermatologist. Like, a lot of people don't, they're like, I have acne, and they like cry and they don't know what to do. I'm like, you know, someone like actually like helps you get rid of that for a living. Like, go to the dermatologist, dude. If you don't have health insurance and it's expensive, then try all of the steps prior to this and do your best on your own, because I don't want you to feel like you have to go spend tons of money to get your stuff fixed, because that's stressful and it's gonna cause more acne. No. But if you do have healthcare and insurance, and it is, even if you don't and it's in your budget to go get your skin checked, highly recommend. Highly recommend. There's tons of different things that my dermatologist did for me. She put me on antibiotics, multiple different antibiotics, which that's a whole nother fucking story. My dermatologist turned me into Smurf. I need to do a story on that. Why haven't I thought of that yet? My dermatologist turned me into a Smurf. Love her, but she fucked up there. Just saying. Don't sue me. Still love you. Different creams like Retin-A, which you cannot get over the counter. It's something that you have to have prescribed. They put me on a sulfur cleansing face wash. Literally, I still use that. It's freaking awesome. That you can't get unless you go see a dermatologist. There's a lot of different things. Hormones, you ruined my life, hormones. I'm like, sorry. I speak to myself kindly. Your body listens. It really does though, high key. Okay, here's the thing. You could wash your face 1,000 times a day, which actually probably wouldn't even help, but you could wash your face. You could be on a really super clean, overly clean, eating the best foods possible. Figuring out if you have any allergies, going and getting allergy tested, not eating any of those foods. You could do everything wash your sheets daily. Like you could do everything. And if your hormones are out of whack, and there's a lot of reasons as to why your hormones can become out of whack, has to do with sleep, stress, genetics, there's tons of things. Genetics is the big one. I guess this should be hormones and genetics. Yeah, make sure you put that in the title. Hormones and genetics. So if you naturally have a gene that causes your hormones to be out of whack and could produce acne, there's nothing you can do about it. You literally just have to go get your blood tested and you have to get a full hormone panel. But here's the thing, never want to knock any like doctors, like we're super grateful for their service, especially in these times. However, who you go to is huge. You can't just go to your average family medicine doctor because you need a specialist in hormones. You need one, you need one, you need one. And it took me a long time to figure that out and understand that. So here I am thinking that I have nothing wrong with my hormones. Little do I know, my body is producing 0 testosterone. Literally, you're supposed to, at my age, you're supposed to have 100, your level is supposed to be 150 for testosterone. I went in there and my level was a 5. So when you don't have testosterone in your body, that makes you so tired, makes you have literally barely any motivation. It can cause hair loss, which is why you see it typically in men when they get older, they start losing hair. Hair loss, it can cause, there's so many things. Lack of sex drive. Everyone's like, dude, no one asked. But yeah, so I've never had a boyfriend. Maybe that played a role. I'm like, it's my hormones fault. I'm single. It's not my personality, I swear. Why it's me? No, but seriously though, hormones have a huge effect. Also, low testosterone affects your ability to build muscle. When we build muscle, that increases our metabolism, which then helps us lose fat quicker. So you're gonna actually hold fat. You may even retain water. You're not gonna be able to lose weight as fast. Also, my thyroid. We found out that I am, and honestly, I should not even mention all this. I'll do another video on this, but I found out a ton of things about my hormones and a ton of things that were wrong and how so many things that had to do with my body, losing weight, mood, how I felt, my thoughts, like my literal brain thinking pattern. So many things had to do with my hormones, which also feeds in with genetics, okay? So one big thing I can tell you is that if you are really big into fitness, make sure that you're not overdoing it with your body. And I know this is crazy coming from me because I competed for 5 years straight in bikini bodybuilding. That's a whole nother video I can do, but 5 years straight I competed and I was obsessed with it. Like I was the girl that carried jugs around at school and like my prepped meals at school in high school. And people were like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm just like, let me live my life. Let me live my fittest life. So my coach had me doing 2.5 hours of cardio, eating at a deficit and lifting and manipulating my body with increase of sodium, like depletion of sodium, increase of water, then depletion of water. My body was, we did this for 5 years straight. I ate on a plan for 5 years straight. Like my body was so stressed and tired. I do think that that's one of the things that triggered this. One tip that I could give you, and especially before if like a pimple or something is ready to pop, soak your washcloth in warm water, obviously not scorching hot. Like we don't want to burn this shit off. Like we do hate the acne, but like we don't want to burn her because she'll burn us back, okay? Put it on your face and literally just let it open your pores. So then once you go in and clean and with the cleanser, it will get deeper into your pores and really get rid of whatever's going on the face, okay? Whatever's in your pores. And once you're done washing it, it's very important that you then take a washcloth or even just the water and splash it on your face. Make sure it's super cold. That's gonna close your pores so no bacteria and no like oils and stuff like that can get trapped in the pores. Another thing that's really great, if you have zits or pimples, whatever, and they're inflamed and they're angry, get ice, put it on there. It will help with inflammation and it'll soothe it and calm it down. I actually do that sometimes just after I wash my face, just to get the pores extra closed. And like, we don't have time for that, honey. If you have cystic acne, they can actually, it's not cortisone, it's cortisol or basically put it inside of they shoot it with it. And literally, it'll get rid of your acne or that's it in like a day. I actually found that out because my bougie ass was like obsessed with, like, I still am obsessed with the Kardashians, but like I was like I wasn't keeping up with the Kardashians. Like I was a Kardashian. Like I would like research their lives and I just found them so interesting. I'm like, I don't know. I was a kid. No, they're still interesting. Okay, we're done. Me like, Kylie, if you see this, I still want to be your best friend. Okay, so don't hate me. I went to a med spa and they did it for me there. So you can do it there. That's how I heard about it. It actually worked for me a couple times. One time she put too much product in and it actually scarred my skin. So FYI, make sure you go somewhere that's knows what they're doing, which she did know what she was doing, but apparently she didn't that day. Okay, very reputable surgeon's office that I went to, and apparently she didn't know what she was doing that day. So no tea, no shade. We all have our days. Everybody has those days. Everybody gets that way. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way. Okay, I am losing my marbles as the seconds go on. I'm also starving and want Chipotle and a companion to go eat it with, but we're only gonna get one of those today. Okay. Dude, am I okay? Okay, okay, we're done. Next, I think we're done. Are we done? Do you like my lights? I think we're done. Go to the dermatologist. Anyways, if you are still with me because you haven't nodded off, actually you wouldn't nod off because you wouldn't get tired. You would actually be like shook and very awake. Like it would be like a cup of coffee. Like you might be overly stimulated with my energy. Okay, anyways, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification to get notified every single time that I upload, please. Please help me get out of this fucking house and pay rent at my own apartment in LA. Please, keep my lights on. No, seriously though, hit the subscribe button. And then also, I don't know why I'm the opposite way. Also, give this a like. Thumbs up, and then leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on everything in this video. Let me know if this is helpful, if you try any of these and they actually, I'm sorry, you will try these and they will work. Excuse me, I do know, I'm pretty confident in that. Also, make sure you check out CBD, the skincare line. Again, it's linked down below. If you guys want to see like a video talking about like my entire like skincare journey and everything. Oh, this may have been good to tell you. I took Accutane. This was like, really? If you want to hear about my Accutane journey, let me know. I can do a whole video on that. Anyways, I'm gonna go before I start losing subscribers at this point. I love you guys so much. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you want to hang out with me in between uploads, I swear I'm not as psychotic on all my social media channels unless you want me to be. Unless that's your thing, then I will be. Because I'm here for you. Just go follow me on Instagram and TikTok and all the others that are linked below and linked after this. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how I do it. I'm gonna go eat because, you know, diet so you don't get acne. Goodbye. I love you guys.